Hey everybody, cho, six, che, seis, sex, ses, right? Ses. How do you say it? Ses. Well, number six. We're here, 2026. In the 2026 year, what are we learning? There's lots to learn, right? That's what I've been trying to show you guys. So this whole week, I have been trying to plan on what is going to be next for my agenda, schedule, what have you. Uh, Tomorrow, matter of fact, tomorrow will be Wednesday. Wednesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, you will be able to, if you are in the local area of Volusia County, join the DBARA Association for their classes that they're starting. So if you are interested in your ham radio ticket, you have three to choose from. First thing first, your technician. Second, your general license. Then third, amateur extra. So, you got like these little radio things. Hey, why do you need a ham radio?
Welcome.
Woo.
2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so what are you doing? All I was doing there was the fact of showing you that this is this radio, but it doesn't talk to me completely. Let's see if I hit this one button, what comes on real quick. Hit this button. Okay, no weather.
Off. 2, on.
I'm not going to turn on the FM, but the bottom is FM, or the bottom is AM, FM, and then I could actually reach out to people. So, being a technician, you have privileges through the FCC, and same thing with the general license. Holders are able to work the high frequency or very high frequency bands. And again, it's quite interesting to look at it in the fashion of even audio video world. It's we were talking, a friend and I, and it's like, hey, it's just like ham, like what you were doing. He knows who he is. But the reason why I say that is you learn your frequency range. You learn what's allowed in certain countries. Example, Canada, US, certain frequencies are not allowed. Whereas in the other parts of the world, they are. So there are a lot of different elements of that kind that it's good to learn it. And again, it's a 10-year-old license. I mean, $35, 25 $25 maybe for study material if you pay that. And maybe you pay for a book, $10 for a book. You study, you take it. The best example I could say is hamradioprep.com is where I went and fill up out a scholarship. Again, I did it again today, guys. What's wrong with me? Fill out an application for a scholarship. And this is on hamradioprep.com. Use code DBARA. DBARA. Matter of fact, do you guys want to go see that? Let's go see that. Should we? Because what else should we talk about? Yeah, let's go check it out. I think we should go check it out. So let's try this out. All right. Let's see if I could get this working for us today. Okay, we'll get that there. And so I will get to you here shortly, but what I'm working on here is trying to pick the right option. So
Share. Press F6 to switch between open Zoom windows. Stop share left or Alt plus S right button.
Okay, so we are at the Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association website. DBARA. DBARA. Let's go check out the website.
Page.
Okay, so we will...
BARA.org Google Chrome. To move to an item. Just version 2026. 2 page.
Right here.
Escape. Associate graphic DBARA. Beach graphic. For radio graphic.
Let's see.
Appears to say Daytona graphic. Amateur graphic. For radio graphic. Beach graphic. Associate graphic DBARA. Beach graphic. Associate graphic DBARA. Appears to say Daytona amateur for radio beach associate graphic.
Okay, Daytona Beach.
Associate graphic DBARA.
DBARA.
The Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association.
Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association.
Join today.
You could join today, so if you wanted to, $25 is the club membership.
Blank. Heading level 3 main menu.
There is a little form you could fill out, and it's right there. So we'll go to join in a second.
List of 10 items. Link home-club news. Link membership. Link home-club news.
Club news, that's really important. So one thing I do want to make an important note to, as I mentioned, there's a few things going on. Tomorrow will be our class, as mentioned. So you're able to take it to get your technicians, general or amateur extra. We are working out the kinks. Maybe I could help with it and figure out the Zoom Sorry, Zoom, because Zoom makes you go all over the place, right? It makes it virtual, makes it easy to access. So if we could get the Zoom and the proper audio so we could hear everything, we might be able to put this available to DBARA and the Zoom. So go ahead and join there. They have plenty of information. And matter of fact,
link membership.
Let's see.
List of 2 items. Link membership for. Link renewed today for 2026. List and nesting level. Link Zoom information. Link our club. List of 7 items. Link list of 2 items. Link membership. Link home-club news. List of 10 items. Heading level 3 main menu. Blank. Join today.
Let's see what happens when I go
Enter.
to
Untitled.
today.
Blank. Heading level 3 main menu. Table. Column 2. Row 1. Type in text. Table end. Table with 6 columns and 1 rows. Last name colon. Table end. Table with 2 columns and 1 row. Email address colon. Table end. Table with 2 columns and 1 row. Postal/mailing address. Table end. Table with city colon. Table end. Table with phone colon. Table end. Table with ARRL member colon. Table end. Table with 4 columns and 1. Are you certified VD? Column 1. Table end. Table with 2 interests/comments colon. Table end.
So I'm quickly just going through. I apologize if my screen reader's fast here. I could slow
Slower.
it down for you.
Slower. Edit. Table with 2 columns and 1 rows. Interest/comments colon. Table end. I hereby attest that the above information is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. I also agree to follow and honor the club constitution and by dash laws as published.
Right. So very cool. Super worth going to it. So let's just back out and go back to the main homepage, I believe.
Table with 4 columns and 1.
Or let's see.
Close document with list of 10 link home-club news.
Okay, so we're back at DBARA's page. I don't know what page it stood at, if the application showed up there for you. I'm sorry, I'm blind. No, I'm not sorry. Why should I be sorry? I'm just am. I'm just blind, okay? So deal with it. I'm kidding. I'm not sure being rude. But no, I'm blind. So I can't always tell if I'm looking at the website, but I'm finding creative ways that, hey, I could know. Or if I was reading it in Braille, of course, I could just feel the little device as we talked yesterday, such as like the cadence and other Braille display units that are out there. So with this, I do want to invite anybody that is subscribed and that is partly local to the area, and maybe if you're virtual, because honestly, I could send you a link. Hey, Mickey Martin, you ready? You going to take it? Hey, Mickey Martin, you and your family want to take the ham radio prepper? Want to? Maybe. Insight? Maybe. Come on, just do it. I know sometimes it's not everybody's mood or compassion to maybe get, not compassion, that's a bad word there. Maybe it's not something they want to do anymore. So that's all good. But if anyone is interested still in the local area, try to just encourage people easier ways to learn this. And this gives us gives me a good challenge to set up how audio or sound works to just present at least the questions, right? Or the question reader or a person reading a book, for example. Anyway, we'll see you there, hopefully. All the information should be on this website. I'm not going through the whole website. I would encourage you to be explorative and give it a good quick overview and see what you find of value to you. Again, www.dbara.org. Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association. And with that, radios are good. Those are fun. Let's see what happens if I do this. Because again, we always are learning.
Stop Alt-S.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. So we played with Zoom there a little bit, and that was a great advantage. I was a little rusty, felt like these days, but maybe rusty is not the right thing. It's just I'm listening to things on my ear side. You see? Look at there. Hello, hello, hello. No, what I was trying to represent there is the fact that I have screen readers in my ear. I have you as what you're thinking, and I'm looking at you over here, like right there, right there. And I have been doing this for quite some time with Office Hours Global. I know they've been in the news this week with me. But yeah, Alex Lindsay actually today was his first day at Apple, technically speaking, so he's no longer, well, he's not no longer. He's not on the show as for now anyway. He might come back a little later, after he's sunk in and settled in or something. So Office Hours Global next week. Today's Tuesday, right? And next week, Tuesday, we'll have their special, which is, well, it's not their special, but every Tuesday we have specials. So today there was a special about lawyers. And what's interesting is it was from Florida. The lawyers were from Florida. And it's just all the technology, right? AI and this and that. You could ask live questions on that show. And I'm trying to get maybe hopefully that system over here when I get on the live. Maybe we could spin up a couple systems here where you all could ask me questions live. And of course, there's the chat for YouTube anyway. Remember, go watch other videos. They're down there, right? There's a whole playlist. There's a whole huge playlist. If you look at the playlist, you'll see one of the videos from yesterday and the day before, and we discussed that. Anyway, so Office Hours Global, OFFICEHOURS.global/join. And having said that, there's going to be a show next week that is going to be related, potentially, to what we do, what I do, what all of us do. I don't know too many details, so please stay tuned. If I find out more tomorrow, I might tell you here because you're watching over here. You get to know over here firsthand, first news, right off the hot press. But I don't want to say something that I'm not supposed to just yet, but I don't think there's anything not hidden. But it's kind of what we do here, right, on this channel. And we'll see what specificities, and maybe you might have more friends to talk to. So we'll look out for that information. Perhaps, Discord. Ain't that a good place to put out stuff? Maybe you put out stuff on groups.io. Where do you put out stuff? What is your social media of choice? Ask you. Every day, if you noticed, in every video, there's some questions down there and things. So if you haven't been noticing that, please do subscribe, like, and do all that. But please engage. Let's have a conversation down there because I get to know who you are. Some of you have been so kind and generous to at least hit me up and say, on my mom's video. It means a lot for my homies, for my ladies, friends, whatever. Everybody. You guys have been so comforting in those times of need. So I can't thank you enough for that. But to rewind the tape just slightly, between DBARA and all these, they have social media, right? So you have Discord, you have groups.io, you have Google Groups, you have Facebook, aka Meta, and Instagram, X, all of these variables, right? But to me, my social media, to be straight honest, is probably YouTube first, Discord probably very close to first or second place. If I would put them tie almost. But YouTube and Discord, I would say second place, and then maybe Facebook and others. But with Facebook and things, I typically use it for the accessibility groups. To be honest, I have found that I could give support to anybody that is potentially, say new to JAWS, JAWS screen reader users group, or potentially the blind and vision impaired Android users group. Those groups are quite fun to be around because you have people from all likes of the world asking questions, and it's a great challenge to help everyone that you can, because there's not always, oh, get a Samsung, get a Pixel. It might be a Xiaomi or different phone brands. So it makes it a great joy to help people from UK, Asia, Australia, all across the globe. The other one's assistive technology community for the blind and visually impaired, and technology community for the blind and visually impaired. Plenty groups out there. But point being of those groups is it's been years since they've been around, for me at least. I've been part of some of those since like 2011, 2016, so on and so forth. And we could only try to be genuine. We could only try to give good data, as we always have said. This AI is picking up bad data, so be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Well, we'll see you tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be a long day. Well, not long day, but I have to study, and I will be studying live. So maybe I'll put a community post. Maybe I'll put out some information so that way you could get some information on how, if you're interested. And maybe you can answer a question today. Let me know. We're going to do this every week for at least a few weeks, and DBARA's webpage has all the details that you would like to know. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, peace and love. Thank you so much for all that you do. And again, remember, just give it a try. You'll be fine. Till tomorrow, peace and love. Take care. Aujo. Namaste.